right, so let's continue from our last topic.
Buddy
simple.
passes is still a thing.
Fire. No man for use buddy pass. That's out of pocket. See,
Yo,
it's crazy. Yo, Mark. Nah, but all jokes aside, so last time we were here, we was having a discussion about how a lot of black people in this country, and I have to say in this country because there's definitely a difference between black Americans and black foreigners.
Oh yeah.
They live in this, they have this fantasy of like this black only
like
club.
a black utopia.
Yeah, like this black
blacks.
only club, like this black only relationships where if you date someone that's not black, then you're not helping the struggle. Or if you do business outside of the black community, then you know you're giving your dollar away to other ethnic groups and shit like that. And we're gonna go into that layer by layer, but let's start with the relationship thing. How do you feel about that? Do you feel like by a black person dating someone outside of their race that they're not contributing to the evolution of of black people to come? Pause.
I mean, it depends, because if they do date outside the race, then they're really not, right? Now the question is it your obligation, to raise, you know what I'm saying, to date? And it's hard to say something like that. Like I don't see how. I guess dating. It's
not hard. It's the laziest, most ignorant shit in the world that you can say. It's the dumbest shit in the world.
I mean, it depends on what angle that you're looking at it, right? Because to me, if you're dating, right? But there's just so many different ways to look at it. Because if you're having a duty and this is what you're doing to your race, it's fine. But if it's out of love, you should be able to be with
But this
anybody.
is what I'm saying. So like dating comes out of love, right? Like you date someone because you love them. Like in a proverbial dating situation, you date someone because you love them.
Yeah, I guess.
So does love have color? Like, do you see color when you have love? Like love is a feeling. It's an existence.
But it's a feeling based on your belief. It's based on your belief. Because if you believe that you only for your race and all of that, you'll be turned off by everybody else.
That is the dumbest shit in the world.
But that's what I'm saying. That it's once you believe something, everything else is under that belief, right?
Listen, I'm open to all like strong Black Panther-ish, whatever the fuck y'all think y'all are. Like I'll go back and forth with you about this shit all the time. Like you're not gonna tell me that in this world of billions of beautiful people that I'm fucking marginalizing myself to Black women, Black owned businesses, Black cats, Black sex. Like what the fuck? Everything has to be Black. Like it makes no fucking sense.
No,
like,
it's not
like,
that.
Does anyone wear one color clothing all the time?
Listen.
Then no. Let me finish. And then niggas want to talk about, okay, cool. Like don't tell me that a business is a Black owned business and expect me to fucking want to do business there because of that.
Yeah.
Like I want what I want.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when I'm doing something or I'm purchasing something or I'm obtaining a service, I want what I want based on the precedence of what I already know about what I'm looking for.
What you're looking for, yeah.
I'm not looking for Black owned Ralph Lauren. I want Ralph Lauren.
I guess
it's very fucking simple.
I know. I guess, but you're looking at it on a totally different angle. I think I think anything that's just a blanket statement, like just buy Black. Like I'm gonna buy Black if it's something that I want and it happens to be from a Black person and it's good quality.
No, I'm gonna buy my shea butter Black. You feel
I'm gonna buy Black soap.
Like
no, but you know what I'm saying. But
like,
nah,
I'm gonna buy shit that is specific, and then don't tell me, oh well, the Jews do this and they're. Or on the Asians, they stay within their community, and the Latinos, and you're talking about specific groups of people that have taken the time out to create an economic structure where it makes sense.
That's what I'm saying.
Where it fucking works. You understand what I'm saying?
It's kind of like it's something for you to just say, just buy black and with no context, just do it and not even understand what the plan is. When the Jews are all
suck my I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it.
It's totally different.
I'm not doing it. Like, nah, like it's the dumbest shit in the world. Like, I'm going to be blind to other things because of color.
I mean, it is dumb when there's no context.
You know how many people I met, like, in my, and it's on both ends. It's not just black, but I can only speak for black. On my crusade through life, you know how many black people I've met that don't understand anything about cultures that are outside of our race?
It's crazy.
You're not listening to me because you're too busy texting whoever you texted.
I actually didn't text. I told him to look at the phone.
Why'd you tell him to look at the phone?
Because we're in a group chat and someone else texted. And
so you're paying attention to something that you're not even listening to what I'm talking about.
I was. You were talking about other black people that haven't been exposed or don't know anything else about.
And how does that make you feel?
I was about to answer when you cut him off.
You sure?
I was. Right.
How does that make you feel as another black person?
Bro, it's amazing to me when I speak to other black people that never left their state, that never been on a plane. You know what I'm saying? Like
could be a financial thing.
No.
Okay. Break it down.
Because you could take a bus. There's Chinese buses that go everywhere. I'm just saying a plane. Because
the Chinese bus is only limited to, I believe that's like a New York thing.
Nah, it's all over. They go everywhere.
I've never seen Chinese buses.
Nah, they go everywhere. There's a Chinatown everywhere, so they go everywhere in every state. But it's like it's sad. It is a reflection of where a lot of us are at. You know what I'm saying? Like that they're not exposed to anything. They don't know anything. But it's also on the other side like that too. Because a lot of people don't know anything as far as black culture besides what they see on television.
Too. Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody stays into their own little box and everyone likes to be around what they're used to. No one wants to be around anything different. Everyone is scared. Everyone doesn't like change. It's the worst.
I hate all those people. Like,
me too.
If you're that close-minded to the point where you feel like everything you know or everything you've been around is all that exists and it's superior to anything else, you're a fucking idiot. Like, as simple as that.
No, that's a fact.
And like these are the, the things that we try to educate people on, because it's like, I'm going to have a kid pretty soon, right? And not to go off too far off topic, but my child is going to be a mixed child, obviously. Right?
Yeah.
My kid's going to be half black of Caribbean descent, and then kid's going to be half Latino of Mexican descent, right?
Yeah.
Latina, sorry.
Or Latina.
Whatever, Latin.
Or Latina. Listen. Listen, there's mad different things,
Word, like, of Mexican descent. And it's like, even, and that's what I'm saying, like, I'm gonna make this a regional thing, like in my explanation real quick. I do not want to raise my kid on the West Coast. Mm-hmm. I don't want to raise my kid specifically in LA, because when I see the division of the not so many races that exist there, like there's not even that many ethnic groups. Like, everyone talks about this place like it's so fucking diverse. It's not that diverse. Like, it's really not. It's not diverse.
It's not diverse.
You have your white Americans, you have your Armenians, you have your black Americans, you have your Mexicans. That's about it. There's no.
If you're talking about like LA, right?
Because
there's like a lot of Asians.
And then
in like San Francisco.
of course. And then you have Asians, of course. No, there's a lot of Asians in LA as well. Like Orange County specifically is a lot down there too. Everywhere.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I give 5 or 6 dominant race, like ethnic groups.
Yeah, it's not really like a melting pot.
No,
like
it's
how
not.
New York is, or even down here.
No, it's really not. Like, I haven't. When I grew up in New York, I know girls that are from Cambodia. I haven't seen too many Cambodian girls in LA or guys. I know, like, the amount of fucking islands that we grew up around, people from Jamaica, Trinidad, Haiti, Guyana, Barbados, DR. Like, you know what I'm saying? The list goes on. Then with South America being in such close proximity to where we are here now in Miami, it's like, I would prefer my kid be raised somewhere where there's real diversity.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, because I've seen and I've heard, stories of over there in LA where they don't want their daughters or their sons to be dating outside the race. Like, I've heard there's Armenian families that.
Would you ever think of why?
I don't care why. Let me finish what I'm saying first. We can try to decipher why after. Yeah. But like, I've heard like there's Armenian families that will not allow their child to date Mexican or black, or vice versa. A Mexican won't allow their child to. And I think really, really far. So imagine my little half black, half Mexican child has a friend who happens to be, I don't know, Hispanic for some reason. I mean, Mexican, Guatemalan, whatever, right? Over there. And the parents 9 times out of 10 are going to be both of the same race. But now my daughter is considered a half-breed, right? Mm-hmm. So now the son might be considered a half-breed. Yeah. So now they might not want their child to feel like it's acceptable when they see these two parents come together to pick up their kid. And they're like, oh, well, if my friend's mom and dad are completely different, then maybe I can do the same thing. And there's a lot of parents that teach their kids that that's not what they want them to do.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You understand what I'm saying? So then now I'm putting my kid in a situation where they constantly have to choose who they are. When it's like over here or places where there's more unity in races, don't exist. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, it doesn't exist because I guess everyone is free. But, as we're talking about it, I'm like, is it right? Right? Like,
is what right?
Meaning where everybody's all over the place, where they don't have a specific agenda or a purpose, right? Like the Armenians that want to keep it Armenian, basically they want to keep their culture. They don't want to lose it. Or let's say Italians or blacks, everything like that. Is it something wrong with trying to keep the core of it together?
I think there's everything wrong with that.
Why?
Because you'll
lose it. It's like I bet. Like I'm Haitian and I can speak Creole, but my daughter, she doesn't speak it. She can understand.
That's not her fault.
I know.
That's your fault.
No, but listen, what I'm saying is it's a lot of these second and third generation kids that really don't speak the language that was over there.
That's based on the parents.
It can be based on the parents. I can speak it barely. Like I speak it fluently, but I don't speak it like my parents.
Obviously.
So you understand what I'm saying? But it's after a while when everybody's mixing, you kind of lose it.
But you shouldn't. Because if you're mixing,
I'm just giving an example.
I understand. I get it. But if you're mixing and you're educating at the same time, then there's no reason why you should lose it. It's the same. Course. It's the same way how I can sit here and not only me, I can speak in a Jamaican accent, a Trinidadian accent, a Bayesian accent, a Guyanese accent.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the specific terms of certain native tongues because you're around it consistently.
Yes. But remember, you have to take in consideration that you grew up in the time and I grew up in the time where these were a lot of first generation, people. Your parents came from there.
There's a lot of first generation people here. They're still coming over.
No, they still are. But even because of the internet, even their countries are being washed with the culture here to where people are losing their culture, to where certain music is not the same. It's like if you really look at it, when I grew up, even Spanish music, I grew up on a lot of salsa, bachata, like Juan Luis Guerra and Bonnie Cepeda, Willie Colon, and all of these people, Cuco Valor, and all of them. And if you think about it now, nobody listens to that music. They listen to more reggaeton. It's more hip hop. It's more rap. Even Haitian music.
Yeah, but the culture is not lost though.
Nah, the newer music is kind of overshadowing the older music. Yeah, it's like new.
But the core culture is still within the new music. It's not going anywhere.
No, I understand that, but
you get what I'm saying?
Yes, like the music. It's like, there's like if you listen to rap, it's still boom bap. But it's like a lot of culture is the more it mixes, it creates something new and it gets farther from the original. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not going to fault the Armenians for wanting to keep it. I'm going to fault them if they don't allow other people to do what they want to do. That's my thing.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm not saying, yeah, of course. It's like,
I get it.
That's why they hate the Kardashians so much.
Like, I get it.
They hate them for that, the fact that, you know, they decide that, and they're different. They have sauce. That's the reason why they operate the way that they do. You understand? They're not stiff. Like, when you're stiff, it shows. You understand? Like, you don't really, you know, you don't really operate on that level of sauce. You just keep things very, very in a box. Like, you're just very square.
Yeah, I think it has to do with a lot of people. People always have these agendas and shit like that, but I think I just don't like you gotta look at all the sides. That's all I'm saying. When you're telling people something, you gotta let them know why to do it and what's the benefits to it. Just don't tell them, you know, don't tell me to buy black just because it's black.
I've heard black women say, "Oh, I can never date a Hispanic guy or a white guy." I'm like, why? Mm-hmm. Like, there's really no real reason, bro. There's no reason why. Like, it's just that's just ingrained in them.
I mean, I guess that because I like women that like the same culture that I like. You know what I'm saying? I want to relate to whoever I'm dealing with. You know what I'm
culture
saying?
In what sense, though? Culture is very. You can compartmentalize culture.
Yes.
You feel me? Like, culture in what sense?
Same music. It doesn't have to be the same music, but
it
I want to have a few things in common.
But this is the thing. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. If you're talking about culture and you're moving in a certain region, I can kind of understand that.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, for example, if we're going to stick to music, there's so many reggaeton songs that came from reggae music.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's still it's still close though.
They're close, but they're completely separate at the same time.
Yes, but it's still close. There's still something in common. What I'm saying is, like, I wouldn't be with like an Amish person or like, you know, some farmer that has nothing to do with what I like. Like,
you just don't like farmers.
No, I got no problem with a farmer. I'm just saying we'd have to have a few things in common. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, commonality.
Yeah,
okay.
commonality.
But are you afraid to learn something new?
Never.
Okay.
Never.
I'm talking about the people that specifically don't want to learn.
Nah, they all need to die. You know?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. All right. So recently went on a trip to Mexico. Mm-hmm. Loved it. Beautiful place. Like, I love the people. It was just amazing. Like, it was fun. You know me.
What part of Mexico?
Tulum.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not a resort guy. I don't like the resorts.
You don't do resorts?
Not for bougie reasons, but just for I like being of the element. I love being around the people. Yeah. So like when I wake up in the morning, I get to see the locals. Yeah. Like, I get to see the people going to work. I get to see the kids, like the kids coming home from school, or you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Like I like.
I'm not that kind of resort thing neither.
Yeah, like, I'm not into the resorts because
staying on one place.
Yeah, I'm not into that. Like, cause I spent time living on the island as a kid, so for me it's like it's normal. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, I lived in Trinidad for a few years, so it was cool. Like
walking barefoot.
I love that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and it was cool, but there was like, bro, everything. If anyone gets a chance to go, I would say go. Just don't stay at a resort. It's kind of trash. Food was great. A lot of agua frescas. It got me.
That?
They're like fresh juices. And I was told not to drink the water there, but I didn't really like. You know me. I do.
You drink well water before and all of that.
I drank the water, and that me up.
Was that like Montezuma's Revenge or something like that? They were talking.
Like 8 hours. I spent like 8 hours like just sick. Like I would, bro. No lie. I'm in my.
What
bed.
Is it? It's just that it's different, or it has some kind of bacteria.
It has a lot of bacteria,
but that we're not used to it.
Yeah,
because the locals drink it.
The locals drink it.
Okay.
So like now that if I go back, I should be fine. But it was crazy. Like it's like maybe 7 o'clock at night. We just left the restaurant. I just chugged 4 or 5 agua frescas back to back. I was feeling good. Food was amazing, bro. So that I get back to the crib and I'm feeling a little off. I'm like, all right, you know, because I wasn't drinking the water prior to. I would brush my teeth with the water. You know what I'm saying? I would shower with the water, but I wouldn't drink it like, you know, but I guess this restaurant was using their local tap water to make the agua frescas. So 7, 8 o'clock, I'm laying in the bed. I'm like, I don't really feel too good. Like I feel a little off. Bro, 8, 9 o'clock, that was it. I knocked out for a little bit. Then when I got up, waterfall from my mouth and my asshole, bro.
You was nauseous?
Bro, when I said, yo, bro, you know when you throwing up and you getting those, you feeling those convulsions, like you feeling So I'm throwing up, and I'm trying to squeeze my asshole at the same time. Like I'm like, yo, because I feel it coming. Like I'm about to shit on the sheets, bro. So I'm sitting there so I'm throwing up off the side of the bed. She runs over like a little garbage bin. I'm like, all right, cool. So now there's throw up on the floor. So she puts the garbage bin on top the old throw up.
You couldn't go to the bathroom?
Bro, I didn't want to move. No, I could move. But if you ever had diarrhea, and it's not like
it's water.
It's water. It's not like the diarrhea that's a little mushy.
Nah, it's water.
It's just straight water. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, if I try to like spin my leg over, I might shit myself. So I'm sitting there, abs tight, bro, just holding, and I'm still throwing up. I'm like, all right, cool, it's safe. So I get up, run to the toilet. It's like I'm pissing out my ass, bro. The water was just...
It was on some David Goggins.
Yo, bro, it was insane, bro.
Blood.
But it was cool. Like, I appreciated every minute of it because that's still a blessing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you were in Mexico not too long before that, though, right?
On the other side of Mexico.
On the other side.
Like Reynosa.
So what do you like? Which one do you like
Tulum,
more?
of course.
Yeah.
But anyway, let me finish my story.
Sure.
So, like, after that, you know, I was sick for a little bit. Got better. I was fine the next morning. You know what I'm saying? Went to visit the cenotes.
What's that?
They're like natural. I don't know how to explain them. They're like caves, but they're like I don't know what they are. They're just beautiful. Put it that way. They're like caves. I don't know. Look it up. Cenotes. Look it up. But it was cool, and I had this amazing guide. Like he was super cool, and something stood out to me. And this is why I hate American culture. Like I hate this this Western culture. This shit that is my head up, bro. So I'm speaking to him in Spanish, but there's a lot of things that I still don't know because I'm still learning. So we're speaking, and he's trying to speak English.
Even while you speak Spanish, or while
No. He's speaking Spanish when I speak Spanish, but what I don't understand, he speaks in English. Yeah. And he's apologizing to me. I'm in his country. He's apologizing to me that his English is not up to par. I said, bro, we're in Mexico. What are you talking about? I said, if anything, I need to try to keep up with you.
Yeah, but it's not put like that.
You understand? Everywhere
like, else, like English
speak your language, bro. Like, I need to catch up with you. Don't ever feel like...
Bro, Americans go to other countries and tell people to speak English.
And this is the shit that I hate. It's like Americans they are the most privileged, pompous, fucked up people in the world, bro. How the and the way my mind works, like I started to think deep. I'm like, how many motherfuckers have come out here and made this man feel insecure about speaking his language in his country?
Bro,
you're in Mexico, my nigga. Like,
all right, well, bro, listen.
Learn Spanish or stay on the resort.
You ever think about it when a team from the NBA wins, they're the world champions?
I don't know how is that even possible. How are you the world champion? You didn't play the world, nigga. You played like in the States. Like, how are you? I don't understand.
That's what it is.
And
bro.
It's not even that many states. I mean, not even that many teams because it's not like it's 50 teams in the NBA. So y'all ain't even really.
Bro, That's what it is.
Bro, this country is crazy, bro.
That's what it is.
So that was my little, thing about Mexico. Cool. It was cool though. I had a good time.
Did you meet any other foreigners there? Like anybody else from America that you seen?
Bro, I don't give a to meet anyone.
I didn't say if you did. No, I mean, did you see anybody else?
I see people, but I don't be really sitting there trying to like have too much conversation.
I didn't say. I was saying, did you see?
I'm answering your question.
No, you're not. Because I didn't ask you if you was having a conversation.
No. Like, did I see people? Yes, you're gonna fucking see people.
Did you see other people like you?
There's no one like
from
me.
America.
There's no one like me from this. I'm me.
I know. Because I was gonna ask you about.
Yeah.
Besides like the person or whatever, what have you seen in their culture that's different from us? Because you remember you were talking about the whole Cinco de Mayo thing, and I wanted you to talk about.
Yo, bro. Like,
because Cinco de Mayo is like the biggest thing over here.
And we were there for Cinco de Mayo, and I don't want to call him my driver because he's like my friend now. Like, we're cool.
Yeah.
So like he was breaking that. Like, we just went out one morning, just me and him, to just go, have breakfast and talk. And we sitting there, we chopping it up, and he's letting me know like Cinco de Mayo really doesn't mean in Mexico. I'm like, wait. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, this don't mean nothing. Like, and he broke it down to me that, and again, this is what I'm saying, like,
Western culture,
Western Americans exploiting someone else's shit. It's like they started. What happened was there was some war with the French. Long story short, I think the French sided with, the U.S. sided with Mexico, I think, to defeat the French or something like that. Mm-hmm. Long story short, whatever happened, they ended up using the Mexican army to win whatever war they were fighting. And then that's what America celebrates during Cinco de Mayo. But there was really nothing, like the Mexican people gained nothing from this. So niggas running around talking about, Cinco de Mayo.
And drinking and all that shit ain't got nothing to do.
And that's what I'm saying, but think about the amount of revenue that comes from that Cinco de Mayo. Yeah. Y'all celebrating a holiday that benefits nothing from these people. You're exploiting their culture. Mad tacos is making. Is sipping mad tequila. Mad drinks. You know what I'm saying?
And why no one ever screams like cultural appropriation when it comes to that?
But this is what I'm saying. This is my point. Like, and you know me, like, I'm the first one to like pick up on everything because I don't pick and choose. Like, when black women are running around mad at other girls for having braids in their hair, it's like, all right, cool, whatever, not a big deal. Yeah. But like, they're exploiting these people's culture and making it feel like, but then when you go back to the motherland, they don't give a about Cinco de Mayo. They actually low-key despise the you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then it's just crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. But you know what? A lot of, as you're saying that, like, you went to, I know how you get down. So Tulum has been like, it's been a hot spot that everyone has been going to lately. But they don't do shit like me. No. Listen, what I'm saying is, like no. What I'm saying is,
with the people. Like, it's different. Go to,
and everyone else
I'm with the people, bro. Everywhere I go, I'm with the people.
Listen, though, what I'm saying is, it's like everywhere has been, everyone has been to everywhere. Like, Tulum, what is it?
Ain't really going
Iceland, but I'm just saying though, if you notice during this pandemic, everybody's been around. And mostly because of all the free money that's been flying around, right?
Yo, there's a lot of getting free money.
It's a lot.
I would love some free money.
I mean,
I don't want to go to jail.
Me too. And that's, that's what I was getting into because, like lately, especially this past week, everyone's been talking about a lot of this PPP stuff. Like, I seen Little Duval had posted. He had posted that, he's been looking at the list, like, because it's from the government.
Public information. Yes.
And it's public information. So everybody's looking up all these people who's got it, this, that, a lot of fraud. And you notice just been abundance. Like even last week, there was a dude who got picked up. I think he was Arab or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they took like an Aventador. They took like, he caught like $3 million.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Bentley GT, this, that. You got the guy from Pretty Ricky who's about to
what is his name?
He's about to plead guilty to 24 for his he had like $24 million or something like that. And and it's like, so what I was bringing up was like how everyone's fascination about it, and everybody's, I seen like comments on Little Duval, and they were like, I've been late to work looking up this list. People just looking at to see what this person got and what that person. I'm like, why does everyone care so much? And why is everyone praying for everybody to go to jail, even if they did get it? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what is it about? Why do you care so much, and why do you want them to go to jail? Because most of these people, they're flaunting, yes, but it's like they chose to take their risk.
That's a fact.
They chose to take their risk to get their money, and you chose not to take it. So why is it that when they're having fun with or whatever, their limited time, because a lot of people's getting locked up, why is it that you care so much? Why do you care so much?
Because people love, let me say something about people. And a lot of people don't understand too, there's a lot of people who legally were allowed to get those PPP loans.
Yes.
Like there was a lot of people that legally, could obtain those. That's what I'm saying. Like if you spoke with like your accountant, you go to your bank to do transactions, your bank will tell you like, hey, like you have a business account, you're the only person on the account. Okay, cool. The only problem is when you start lying. Yeah. That's when shit becomes an issue. Facts. You know what I'm saying? And the funds should always be used for its intended purpose, and it should be paid back. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the whole purpose of a loan. But people are always trying to take other people down. Yes. And I don't think they know it. I think they disguise as jokes. You know what I'm saying? And to try to make it seem as if, ha, but it's like, what, you'd really be happy if somebody got locked up after you saw them in a Lamborghini that they got? Like, you really think that it's a lesson that they taught, or you're upset that you didn't have that Lamborghini that they had? Yeah, people just hate, man, and it's a nasty, like, hate is like, damn, I don't even know how to describe hate. Like, hate is one of those things that will hate will send you to hell, bro. Hate is the worst. Like, to hate on somebody because they utilize their 24 hours differently than you do. Yeah. That's the worst thing that you can ever do. I think it's not even that they're just hating on the people. I think they're just upset that they can't do it. I think even these people that are talking shit about these people that had PPP loans and just any type of, I've never understood the 9-to-5er who hates the scammer, and I've never even understood the scammer who hates the 9-to-5er, right? Because they both made their own choices. Yeah. Right? And, secretly, I feel like the people wish that they had the balls to do the shit that these people are doing, and the fact that they couldn't, they're projecting something else. They got to learn to treat it like a movie. Yeah. I see a lot of people doing that. Like, I see a lot of guys doing a lot of that I would never do. Like, and they appear like they're doing well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what they go through on a day-to-day. I don't know what their criminal history looks like. Yeah. I don't know. I just treat it like a movie. I don't get invested in what other people do. I mind my fucking business. And for the men out there, let me say something to you as a man. As a man, the most made you can do is mind another man's business. Yeah. Mind your business. When you see act like you don't see. You hear act like you don't hear. Yeah, and I'm always for someone who's beating the system. All right, that's well, you can take that stance if you want. Publicly, I'm cool. I'll because there's other ways to beat the system legally. But I'm not saying whether illegal or illegal. I'm just saying. You just gotta clarify. No, I don't, because how the system is built a certain way. We know either that. Way. So what I'm saying is, we're fully aware. It's not on my side. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, anybody who can get through any kind of loophole, I'm for you. If you get caught, listen, you did what you had to. You took the chance. You took the chance. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't go through. But I'm never going to hate on somebody because of them finessing or something like that. Let me tell you something. High value men do not hate on other men. Oh yeah. If you're a high valued man, you don't do that type. Yeah. Like, your focus is on you. You get up every day, you're trying to provide for your family, take care of yourself, the loved ones around you, and you're trying to bring other people up who are willing to put in the work. Other than that, anything else is low frequency, and we don't subscribe to any of that type of you know what I'm saying?
That also goes into what I was about to get into, which is entitlement and privilege, right? Because why, even piggybacking off of the PPP, it's like, why do you even feel entitled, you know, to be able to say something about somebody else?
Because
they
data,
make it that way.
Because data is free.
Yeah. And that's a privilege. And
it is a privilege.
And you're using that data, you're using your internet to be looking at other people instead of empowering yourself.
Yes. And then you're complaining about the people that have empowered themselves, and you're comparing them to you, and you're just making reflections that you're not happy with. Like, that has nothing to do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
and that's why I'm thinking, I think I don't think people really want to progress like that for real. Like, I feel like they do want all these shortcuts, and that privilege that they have, you know, with all the choices that they have, one of the choices is to deflect and to talk shit, to you know, deflect off what they're not doing, off of the success that they're not having.
Say something. I hate privileged people. Privileged people, bro, they piss me off. Like, I hate privileged people. Like, some people even say things, and like you said, they say it from a comfortable place of privilege.
Yeah.
They're not saying it like, no, don't throw shit at the bear behind the fence. Go stand in front of the bear. You know what I'm saying?
No. That,
Go
and that's
stand in
that's
front of the
yeah.
bear, and then see what happens at that point. Yep. And then I'll respect your opinion, because you know what? You're showing me that you're willing to put something on the line for how you feel.
And sacrifice,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sacrifice, that's another thing. Like, people want things without sacrifice. I know a lot of people, bro. Listen, they want to get into the Airbnb business. They want to get into the car business. They want to do this. They want to do that. And there's no sacrifice.
No.
Like, what have you put on the line? What have you taken from yourself that makes you comfortable to try to achieve where you're trying to go?
I think they feel like there can be a shortcut, especially nowadays when people make everything look like it's so easy.
Yeah, people make it look people make things look easy because they've done it so many times it was hard.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
It got better with
we've done it so many times when it was hard, so of course it's gonna look easy now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is. I don't think anyone wants to sweat. No one wants to sweat. Nobody wants to do anything. So they're just, you know, they'll find a way. And this privilege shit, it's like, I don't think people really understand that they have privilege also. Like, there's privilege in even complaining. The fact that you think you can complain.
Yes.
The fact that you can, you have a choice whether you're going to do something or not. Like,
yes.
Bro,
there's so many, I'll give you so many examples where there was no choice.
Yeah, I had a friend of mine who was talking, and they used to have a friend, and that friend, they don't deal with that person anymore. But that person didn't really do anything. But this person feels that, let's just say this person said, yo, you know what? Anything that you need, I'll always have you. This person has their pride. It was like, I don't care if I didn't have $1, I wouldn't. I said, well, that's kind of foolish, right? Like, you know, that's a privilege that you can say that, because you'd rather not eat. There's somebody who wish they had somebody to take them out of a hole.
Bro, privilege is nasty. Like, I look at privileged people, even like, man, even when you watch people comment on things that they know nothing about.
Yeah, because there's really a privilege in complaining, and I don't think people really understand it. And even after, people feel like they're entitled to an uneducated opinion. Mm-hmm. And they're entitled to the comment because of how easy it is. You know?
I want to talk about some fun. So,
seeing what's going on with the podcast with Joe Budden and Rory and Maul and everything like that. Have you been seeing what's going on?
I mean, yeah. So there was Academics was going crazy.
Yeah, but do you know? But I'm saying, did you see what happened? Did you know that?
All I know is Academics was going crazy.
All right, you know why he was going crazy.
Then I was trying to find out why he was going crazy.
And then what happened?
So then, as I'm sifting through, you know, doing my due diligence, how I do, you know what I'm saying? I see that Joe. We all know Joe from the Joe Budden from the Joe Budden podcast was having issues with Rory, and
his co-host.
I didn't know if he had an issue with Maul. I just figured Maul just sided with Rory. So now...
Yeah, that was kind of like the issue.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And it was over, I believe, allegedly, Rory trying to audit the Spotify deal.
Yeah.
To see, like, where the money came from, et cetera, et cetera. But, like, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you how I feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I love their show. We were avid listeners of that show, and they're part of the reason why we wanted to even do this in the first place.
Facts.
So I'm gonna always respect that creation, what they were able to do. But in my opinion, if that's the case and that's true, Rory's a idiot. I'm gonna tell you why. Doing any kind of production on a professional level costs money.
Facts.
It takes time.
Yeah.
It takes planning. It takes everything under the sun to do. Like, it's a lot of work. You feel me? So now when...
But even before you that...
Hold on. Is it safe to say that we were watching that show from the beginning?
We've been for a while.
Okay.
For a while.
We were watching that show probably from the first episode.
And I think
when they had Shorty on there, whatever her name was.
Marty. And that was before Maul was even on the show.
Before Maul was even on the show. And going into that show, the only person that I had any prior knowledge of was Joe Budden.
Facts.
Period.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only person.
And that's before it was even called the Joe Budden Podcast.
That was when it was called I'll Name This Podcast Later. Exactly. That was the only person I went into that knowing. You know what I'm saying? And we never knew who Rory or Maul was at some point. We found out later, like, Rory had corporate at Sony. Like, he was in the industry in entertainment. We found out later that Maul had ties. His brother is Kareem Biggs Burke. All right, cool. Which was one of the founders of Rockefeller. Okay, cool. But essentially, what took me there for sure, was Joe Budden, because I knew who he was as a lyricist. I knew who he was as an entertainer. Even when he was one of the first people doing this Joe Budden TV. Like, he was doing the whole YouTube thing. Online, he was innovative with that whole online. So that's who took me there. So I'm gonna be like, to put it in a nutshell, if I'm coming into a space where nobody knows me, and there's someone that has a lot more notoriety, not only notoriety, but experience. I don't want to say he had a failed rap career. He just didn't have a commercial successful rap career, because he's still a beast lyricist. You understand what I'm saying? But someone with that type of entertainment background, industry relationships, failures and successes in the business. If I'm walking into that and he put all these things out there for me to get any kind of light shed on me in the first place, and he makes $200 million and says, here's $2 million, I'm not complaining.
No, that's a fact. And I think...
because if you're really who you say you are, you'll flip that $2 million.
Facts.
So it's nothing to... You know what I'm saying?
And I think that goes with this entitlement and privilege, right?
Super.
It's like you had the privilege of walking into this man's life, or y'all walking each other's lives, and you guys were able to make a bunch of money. And now with that privilege, you feel entitled to more than what you're getting. You know what I'm saying? And I believe in the way the universe goes. So if he's gotten embarrassed the way that he got embarrassed between Ack and all of this kind of stuff, he deserved it.
Ack was going crazy.
And mind you, I liked Rory on the show. I liked Rory and Maul. But I think Joe's mission and their mission are different, and that's why they looked at it different.
I like Rory and Maul. I just think Maul is too cool.
He's you know definitely too
like,
cool.
He goes on the show, he chills, he he didn't give the experiences that like Joe would give. Like
not at all.
Like,
he wasn't sharing anything.
Right, exactly.
Out of his life. And what's funny is,
and I'm sure he lives an amazing life. Like he
that's
hangs
a fact.
out with ball players.
It's a fact.
But you know, when trying to look cool to everybody else that's outside of your core,
I think
you're stripping. You're taking away.
People aren't relating as much when it's like that. When you're that cool and you're so unflawed, and I've heard Joe try. You hear Joe try to bring things out, and it's like, nah, I don't do this, I don't do that. It's almost like he's perfect. And the problem was, it's like when you're familiar with the pod and you listen, you're fine with that. You know that's just how Maul is. What happened is when they went on strike, and he brought in Ice and Ish at first. You got a little resistance, but then you want to see where it's going to go. And after a little while, you started to realize, like, damn, Joe really runs this shit, is one. And then two, these guys are easily replaced because I forgot about them after. Not forgetting about them like that. Like, of course, I'm a fan of them. But it's like it didn't do anything.
Yeah, it didn't
do anything. And I think they lost leverage like that. And I feel like them coming back, Act played a role in it too because he was talking a lot of about them, calling them now they weren't bosses and everything like that.
I respect academics.
I do too.
I'm not gonna hold you.
I do.
You know,
I
respect academics. I'm explaining something to you.
And they try to play him, and he didn't like that they were trying to bully him.
Let me explain something to you. Don't gotta be at no Rock Nation brunches.
Yeah.
Don't gotta be like, and this is the problem with a lot of you young black men too. I'm gonna say black men too. Y'all feel like in order to get together, you gotta be in the room with certain people to get to a certain space. No, you fucking don't.
Bro, it's a lot of people, man.
There's many.
There's a dude right now. I was just talking.
How about there's so many different industries?
Bro, there's social climates, man. Like I know a dude, he's running around right now. He's just taking pictures with everybody, son. But can you get mad at him when everybody else is going to be convinced that he's something?
But see, this is the thing. If you're running around taking pictures with everybody, it better be conducive to an end goal. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're a marketing strategist or something like that, that adds to your business. But if you're just running around riding, it's a whole different conversation.
I mean, to you is riding. To me, it might be riding, but to the other people, they like to see people with celebrities.
I don't care what they think. To me, it's riding. That's how
I understand that, but that's that same network of people that's gonna with them. You know, when they have a product to sell,
they're riders too. They're all a bunch of riders.
Some of them don't even know they're riders.
Like, bro, there's so many things you can do to make money and to, you know, put your family in a good space. You don't need to be at the Rock Nation brunch.
Of course.
Hov doesn't like any of like.
Nah, I get it.
You understand? Like,
I get it. And I think
everyone is trying to figure out, like, everyone is trying to see how they can get closer to another man. That is the stupid in the world to me.
Well, I think it's just, I think people
Bro,
just don't know
save
any
your money and buy a house.
And I
Rent it out. Start there.
No, I wouldn't say that either.
Buy a car, rent it out. Buy a Tesla, put it on Turo. There's mad different things that you can do to put yourself in an independent situation.
It takes too long. They're not trying to be independent, though. They're trying to be a part of something.
But why? Look inside yourself and find like the good in you, and stop trying to find someone to find it in you and say,
but what's their reference point to look at that?
Yo, bro,
when all they see is shiny stuff.
I can't save these bro, so I can't tell you. But it's like the sucking that goes on, bro. It's like grown men, 2021, like having a riding marathon. It's like, who can be around the most men and take the most fucking pictures? It is the dumbest shit in the world.
I think it's deeper than that.
To me, it's not deeper
than
that.
No, it is deeper than that.
To me, it's not.
No, because it's not the person's just riding. They're getting something out of it.
As I said, if you are a branding specialist, if you're a PR, if you do something that requires you to have these high attention people around you, cool, I can understand that. But if you just doing it just to do it,
yeah, but people get validation from that. They get validation. That's what I'm saying. It's deeper than that.
I get validation when I look in the mirror.
Let me tell you. A lot of times these people who are riding or whatever, they don't ever really care about the people that they're riding. But they care about the access. They care about how other people look at them with those people.
What?
Whatever it is. Just being next to the person and they get to take a picture and they get likes. Somebody else is like, oh shit, I saw such and such with this person. They don't have to have $1. Let me ask you a question. Validation.
Is riding a form of transportation?
Yes.
Laquan, is it?
Yes, it is. It gets you in the parties for free. It gets you in the VIP.
I don't want anything for free. I want to pay.
That's you.
I prefer to pay.
Bro, I know a dude, bro.
Say his name.
Nah, he's a dude. This dude.
Say his name.
Nah, nobody don't know him. I know him. And
he said nobody know him?
Nah, no, don't know him.
So they say his name.
People know him. Nah. This dude would get a kick. He would always be around the guys with the money. And if they're going to the bar, he would say, give me the money. He's going to go to the bar. He buys the bottle.
He's a doge.
And he brings it, but he
wants to be a doge.
No, he doesn't. He uses the look of that, and he sleeps with a lot of women on that, based on that.
Is dumb then.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's like, for you, when you're looking at him, you're like, yo, this guy's a rider. He's always around with this person or whatever. I might look at it, but there is a method to this madness, to where when he was down here, he still lives out here, but he had every rental connect, period. There's a lot of times he'd be in the Galados. I give him 20, 30 gas. He don't got no money for him. He'll get all these guys who got the bread. He'll bring them to rent cars, and in turn, the guys would give him the cars to rent for free for him. So he'd be driving around.
But why not take a commission?
They're not thinking about that. Because commission is cash. The commission ain't going to give you the Lambo, but if you got the Lambo for 2-3 days, he could sleep with 3-4 women off of that. He put 3 women in the Gallardo, bro. There's no back seat. He put them all in the front seat. And this is a guy, he won't have no money. He would pick up an empty bottle and put some water in it or whatever to show like he had champagne. Like, I've seen him in action. And this is
your type of friends, bro.
Nah, I know him because I used to
hang out with, bro?
No, I know him because I used to throw parties, but he'll be like, yo, listen, I got the Gallardo outside. I ain't got no cash. I need money for gas because there's no shame in his game.
And what did you do? You gave him the cash?
I gave him the $20.
You got time to take the fucking car back, bro.
Why?
What the are you doing with a Gallardo when you don't got gas money, bro?
So they gave him the Gallardo, and I'm telling him not to have it, and he has 3 women in there. Why am I telling him that for? That $20 didn't do nothing.
Did you any of those women?
Hell no.
I give you my $20.
Man, let him live.
Nah.
He was a young dude. Let him live.
But see, people like you are the problem.
No, it's not. I'm not the problem.
No, you are because
I gave him 20 for gas.
And you know what is gonna happen? He's like, yeah, he gave me that 20.
Yeah.
And when that 20 is done, he knows that there's hope to get another 20.
I'm
not from you, but from like
yes,
you.
He would, but it's never gonna go far with the 20s. It's just gas.
That probably still doing right now, but in hurricanes.
Nah, he calmed down. He chilled. He calmed down. He's chilling. But I'm just telling you, there's a method behind it. It's not just always riding. Yes, there's some people who are riding but it's still a search for something.
Yo, 90% of these are riding. 90%.
It's still a method.
I know. Listen, I've seen
everybody's trying to be friends with all these people and all of this.
But why? Explain this to me. If your personality is compatible with that many people, then you're not real. It's impossible for one person to be compatible with that many people. You are changing yourself constantly over time for people to like you. It's 100. Because I'm the most generous, nice person in the world.
Yeah.
Don't like me though. Why? Because I don't try to be liked.
I mean, you're not trying to be liked, but you're just being you.
I do what the makes sense. I do what feels good within the heart, and that's all I can do.
Yeah.
But you see these people running around, molding themselves, being completely malleable to everyone's personality. You dick riding.
I mean, there's something wrong with them there. that they have to do
and
it.
what's wrong is they're finding a penis to transport on instead of a legitimate means of transportation.
Yes.
It's called riding. It's very simple.
Nah, it is
Call
dick
it
riding.
what it is.
It
like,
is riding. I'm just telling you that it's deeper than that. There's some kind of lack of self-esteem that they have to do that. When you just say a rider, it's easy to just say there's a rider, but nah, there's a lack of self-esteem there. There's a lack of self-confidence that they feel they have to latch on to other men for to get some kind of validation.
Is that a high value man?
Of course not.
You sure?
I don't. How can somebody with low self-esteem be high value?
What is a high value man?
Depending on what you look at as a high value man, like, are we talking about Kevin Samuels?
Kevin Samuels be talking that. Let me tell you something.
If we talking about what Kevin Samuels is talking about, Kevin Samuels is
that's
talking
what I'm
about.
talking about.
He's talking about a high value man is a guy that's probably been in the industry for a couple of years. He's been making his money more than 6 figures consistently, recognized by other high value men as high value men. You know what I'm saying? Have morals and ethics, keep themselves clean.
Talk.
Just on some man shit. You know what I'm saying? Just basically on some man shit. No sucker shit. Cause he made a declaration. He said that basically not all athletes and musicians are high value people. They just have the money.
But they didn't earn it.
They have potential, just because they have the money, that doesn't make you a high value man. You know what I'm saying?
1000%.
So that's really basically in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying? It's a guy who's on his purpose.
And what I see, what he does, I shouldn't say what he does, but when I see how he communicates with these women that are feeling like they're deserving of high value men, again, it brings us back to privilege. It's like
an entitlement.
What makes you feel like you're entitled to these things?
Society. Because society made it so that especially women.
Are we giving out participation awards?
I mean, look at that right now. It's all catering to feelings, right? Everything is catering to people's feelings, but that's not real. That's not realistic.
No, there's nothing real about it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of the things that people don't like about Kevin is basically that he speaks the truth. He rates people. Envy said some suck about him too, talking about he might he doesn't like women, all because he wants women to take accountability for what they're saying. And it's like,
what would make him think he doesn't like women?
Oh, because of the way his tone and everything like that. With what he's talking about.
What's his tone?
I don't get it.
He's speaking calmly.
Yeah.
He's
being stern, and he's asking women to take accountability. Yeah, but I mean, if somebody's pandering, that's how they're gonna look at it.
Oh, you saying Envy's pandering?
He's definitely pandering.
Who's he pandering
to?
But I mean, I'm not saying he's not. I'm just asking.
You know what? I don't even know if he's pandering. I think he believes that because he has very feminine and kind of emotional ways himself. You know what I'm saying? He has a bunch of daughters, right? And he's passionate. And I think a lot of people think being, passionate, it's one thing to be passionate and it's one thing to be emotional. He's very emotional. He's a hard worker, but it's under emotion. It's not like you're just on your purpose.
Yeah, it's not like a strategic thing.
Being a man, a lot of it is being stoic. Like, you gotta be stoic.
Stoicism is
that's everything. You know what I'm saying? And you must be in control of your emotions, and he's not. That's why he can throw shade and have use all these ad hominems where he's trying to attack Kevin Samuels, because every time when someone's talking about Kevin Samuels, they talk about everything else but the argument that he has. No one actually says anything about the truth of what he's saying.
That is a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So it's easy. Call him gay. Call him this and call him that, but
that's lazy.
And he's saying that he doesn't like women. Meanwhile, what he's trying to do is tell women to be the best version of themselves. He's telling them to fucking lose weight.
But even if he doesn't like women,
would that be a problem?
What does that have to do with what he's saying?
But that's a deflection.
You get what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
He's telling a girl that genuinely feels that she is on the same level with Beyonce, that she's not on the same level with Beyonce, and she doesn't seem to understand.
Yeah,
that.
because she's delusional, like a lot of other women are. I'm sorry to say. Society have made them think this to where it's like you can be 300 pounds and it's okay. I don't mind. You can be whatever you want. Just be the best that you can while you can be 300 pounds. You can dress up, but be on the road to being healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, try to be healthy. Like, I don't see what's wrong about telling you.
You're fat shaming.
That's crazy, right? Like, but if the doctor goes there and tells you, yo, you're obese, is he fat shaming?
I mean, I'm just saying.
Is he fat shaming? Like, where has that?
The question becomes, who are you to tell me?
And the thing is, it's like a woman would be 300 pounds and she feels she doesn't have to. And you got to blame the men, because it's a lot of men that are lowering their standards also, that have, because they feel they're always going to get a man either way, right? But if you notice, the woman that is 300 pounds or she's overweight, she never wants her counterpart.
She doesn't want the overweight guy.
She doesn't want the overweight guy.
She wants the fit guy. And it's like, wait.
But when you really think about it, though, if she doesn't have to work, it all goes back to not having to do the work. And
he used Lizzo as an example. Like, Lizzo always wants like these super fit, attractive guys. She doesn't want a guy that's equivalent to who she is. No.
You know
what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, bro, you gotta give to take.
And you know, even with what Envy was saying, because some woman called in and was like, she wants them to give Kevin the donkey of the day because of how he was speaking to a particular woman. And the woman, that same woman, was basically saying like what her father does, her father wouldn't be good enough for her. Basically.
Oh yeah. He asked her like, dude, you want a guy like your father? Or
yes,
some shit
and
like
she
that.
was like, nah, he wouldn't be able to afford the things. And he was like, yo, who are you? How dare you say some like that?
He put food on your table.
You know what I'm saying?
He put you to
so
school.
This is when he got at Kevin at Envy, and he was like, well, you see, this is the thing. Before you criticize me, you should listen to the whole context, because that woman that you don't want me to rate is saying that your father, who's a cop, wouldn't be good for her either. You know what I'm saying?
Privilege, bro.
It's all privilege. And it was good enough for your mother, but it's not good enough for you. Your own father, who has you the way that you are right now. That's not delusion.
He's part of the reason why she's the way she is.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, you have these men who, Charlemagne does it too, where he tries to go against the nature of a man, and he talks shit, and he'll even call men immature for being men, like and what they are.
You got to give me context.
Meaning like, somebody was talking about him wanting like more than one woman or something like that.
Oh, like polygamy and shit.
Polygamy and all kinds of shit. And he was just like, you know, that's just immature and this and that. It's easy to just dismiss it and call it immature when it doesn't have to be immature. I'm not telling you that you need to have 100 women. But when you're saying that it's immature, when you used to be a serial cheater.
Oh, damn, you went there?
But he said he was, though.
I mean, I'm not saying.
No, I'm just saying he was, though. So for him, that means he was probably immature, and he felt he was immature, so he thinks everybody else.
So he's reflecting that.
Yeah, so he thinks that everybody else is immature.
Listen, I tell everyone shit like this. Do what the you want to do. Live your life, bro. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Focus on you. It's a simple shit in the world. The minute you start minding other people's business, that's time taking away from you getting somewhere in your life.
And you know what? While we're talking about that, I think what we need to normalize being able to speak and not have to edit ourselves. I feel like
I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, I feel like we should be able to speak, especially with women, and not have to. We should be able to speak free, as long as it's the truth. If it's the truth, you may not like it, then you can speak to me, and then we can figure out a way to make some kind of compromise. But if I'm telling you the truth, if I feel like what I'm saying is the truth, I shouldn't have to edit myself because of your feelings. because the truth is the truth.
I mean, what you said when speaking to women or in general?
No, in general, but especially, I mean, men, you don't have to. The only way you're going to edit yourself for a feminine man. It's the same thing.
I'm not editing myself for no man. Like if I'm speaking to,
I said if you are.
No, I'm not. I don't give a. If I'm speaking to a woman,
I'm speaking speaking in general. What I'm saying is that energy, because if I'm saying something to you, I shouldn't have to sugarcoat it. I should not. I'm telling you that whenever a man has to sugarcoat for another man, it's because of that man's feminine energy.
Yeah, but that man that's doing the sugarcoating shouldn't enable him either. Like
he shouldn't.
Like I got friends that I play 2K with, and like they'd be like, "Oh, well." Some of my friends that I play 2K with, they're very like blunt, like, "Yo, you're trash. I'm not playing with you."
Yeah.
And it's fine. Like I respect people that act like that, and I got other friends that they try to make other guys feel good, like, "Oh, well, or they'll appear offline so the guy who's trash won't see them." I'm like, what type of is that? Like, nigga, it's a video game. If you're trash, you're trash. Like if I'm trash, I'm trash.
But the only way that can happen is if everyone, like I said, if it's normalized, because we're in a society where everyone's trying to protect everybody's fucking feelings, and that is a society that's going to be set up, for failure. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be set up for failure.
Listen, I don't believe in that. That's a bunch of
So that's something that want to normalize. Another thing I want to normalize. Is where you can get stuff for your friends and it's not a big deal. Like I could have came here and bought you some waters, and you shouldn't have to act. You shouldn't tell me, "Yo, what's my Cash App?"
Depends on a relationship.
I said friends.
Everyone's different with that.
No, because you may want to give the money back. But what I'm saying is it should be normal when friends get stuff for other friends if they need. I think we need to normalize it to where it's not a surprise.
I think it's only a surprise when you're dealing with people that don't believe in abundance.
Yeah, and that's a lot.
That's not my problem. I don't.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. We need to normalize it. Yeah. It needs to be different. It shouldn't be a surprise. I should be able to come over here with three bottles of wine or something. Like I just left it over there. Y'all seen these? I thought you know what I'm saying. I just leave them here, and it's not like, oh my God, he's such a nice person. And
it's because people.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
I get it. It's because
you know what I'm saying.
People don't believe in abundance.
You don't have to give me the money, but now you might see some other thing.
Yeah, and we keep the energy flowing back and forth.
That's something that. I feel like we should normalize. And we should also normalize to kill all the people.
Who we killing?
All the must be nice people. I hate them all. All the people who are always must be nice. Like, that kind of passive aggressive where it's not really a compliment. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, you're a
Yeah.
I call them out immediately.
Yeah. Like all of that. I hate it all.
You play passive aggressive games with me, I'm gonna tell you straight. Like,
I hate
especially if you're a man. If you're a woman, I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm not gonna argue with you.
Oh man.
But like men that do passive aggressive, like I'm trying to I can't even think of some of the shit that they say.
I think we gotta normalize just real men. Period. Like I'm really on that. I feel all of that. Kevin Samuels for real, and a couple of people. And I think that's what's missing.
I would love to sit with Kevin Samuels. He was here the other day too.
Like down in Miami?
No, in this space.
Oh, word?
Yeah. He was here too at some point.
Yeah.
I'd love to sit with him and just understand, obviously he's accredited.
No, I love the movement because right now everybody's paying attention to him because his tone of what he's speaking to women, but
that can apply to a lot of men too.
No, but this is what I was about to get to. What people don't understand is he spent 3 years talking to men. And when he was talking to men, he was very harsh and blunt. Like, yo, wash your balls. Like that. Like,
if you're not washing your balls, that's crazy.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? Like he says that, like, even have wipes, clean your ass, shit like that, smell good.
You have to.
You should be working 60 hours a week. Things like that. Like, stop being a fucking loser.
If you're uncircumcised, you got to pull the skin back. You got to clean
For real.
the smegma. You have no smegma build up. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
You got to be 100%
just like that.
Yeah.
And we should be able to speak to men and tell them about being, better men. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Taking care of their fucking responsibilities. Not going around just everybody, getting everybody pregnant and not doing what they supposed to do. Because a who
but you
is
know what
on
part
their
of that
purpose.
problem is too? It's men who support men that do that type of
Facts.
also. So if you're friends with a guy and he's a fuck up and you're not calling him out on his shit, he's gonna continue to feel like
and you know what
he's doing
right.
makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
that's the thing. I think
that's why a lot of you that's why I don't with a lot of you because I watch a lot of you see and act like y'all don't see shit. And honestly, it's a for that. And I'm not like, there's no politically correct way to say that. A lot of guys I watch hang out with niggas that bully other and do other
sucker shit.
You a for not standing up to the nigga that did the
You know what? But you know what?
Just as much of a bitch.
The only way to do that is to start normalizing, calling everybody out, and being unapologetic. That's why I feel like, once you're doing something righteous and in the truth, how much can you really lose, right? Because if you do lose somebody who doesn't like the truth, then that person wasn't worth it to be there in the first place.
I don't subscribe to doing anything wrong to harbor someone's feelings. Like, it's very simple. Right is right, wrong is wrong. That's it.
Yeah.
If I like you my boy, like if I watch you do something that I feel like is horrendous or something that you shouldn't be doing, I'm gonna pull you up on it. It's
Facts.
very fucking simple.
Facts.
Like, and I know you hold me to that same standard.
Yeah,
you feel me?
facts.
Like,
I think period. Just holding.
I don't believe
holding
in
each
that.
other accountable and
yeah,
just,
accountability is everything.
accountability is everything. And I think looking at yourself and having high standards, and having high standards for yourself is having high standards for your friends also.
I've had a lot of relationships turn cold based on that someone did to someone else and me saying something about it, and then I became alienated and I was the issue, and they continued to be friends. And they continued to be in like whatever toxic friendship, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me tell you something, bro. I know I got family members, bro. I got that be around, they be around some but them niggas ain't shit for them, you understand? Like, they looking good on camera and you know what I'm saying? But
they're not like that.
they skin not really glowing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they not really living like that.
Yeah.
Like, like, and you don't got to get into details, but I mean, I could, but I won't.
Nah, but you don't need to.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. I don't give
I know you don't care. I know you don't care.
nobody gonna do nothing to me. Nobody gonna tell me.
I know.
But, you lay with dogs, you get fleas, man. Like, it's very simple. Like, and it goes back to that same and it all comes full circle. Because if you're not holding people accountable, all of that comes back around to riding. It's all the same shit. Like, you riding, you're not holding accountable. You're not holding accountable, you end up dick riding. It's the same concept. And that's why I like niggas. I go back to that's why I like niggas like academics. Academics is living good.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing, like,
And he's consistent.
He's
He puts in his
consistent,
work.
number
He
one.
puts in his work.
he has a beautiful home.
Yeah.
He has his cars.
Paid for.
He lives his lifestyle. He does what he does. He goes, whatever he wants to do. People call him a weirdo. So what? Who cares?
I think a lot of people.
But guess what?
I think he does a lot of shit for people to call him a
But
weirdo.
guess what?
That
nigga don't gotta sit at no Rock Nation brunch. That nigga don't gotta sit there up on in nobody. Hold on.
Yeah.
Before you speak, in nobody award show.
He's putting in his 60 hours.
He not doing, and that's the difference. When you
putting
put
in
in the
60
time,
hours.
you don't gotta sit there and kiss nobody ass and lick
Yes.
nobody balls and be in places that you don't want to be, just so you could fucking feel relevant. Just because you could, man. Listen,
Or just so you could just not put in the work.
that's
That's really what the fuck
what
it is. You know what I'm saying? Everyone wants this instant gratification and shit like that. And even that also goes back to the high value man, right? Like, when you're putting in 60 hours of work or you're putting in that work, that's because you believe in tomorrow. You believe in what you're doing. That person who's dick riding and all that
and not fair.
ain't trying to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I see a lot of, let me tell you something. It's nasty out here, man.
It's been nasty.
It's bad outside. Like when I say it's bad outside, it's bad. That's why I stay inside.
It's been nasty.
It's crazy. It's niggas running around in rentals claiming that it's their car. Like it's it's a lot of shit going on. Meanwhile, the niggas that own the cars are renting them out because we understand that there's more money there than sitting there looking like a nigga that's renting a car.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So it's like even
it's a whole different
even
world.
The person that's getting the fast money, even the person who's getting the fast money is trying to still front and won't save the fast money to get something. They'll rent a car.
It is the laziest shit in the world.
It is. It's all a mindset.
You're not sacrificing anything. Sacrifice going out and popping bottles so you can actually buy the car that you're renting. Mm-hmm. But no, you want it all.
That's a fact.
You want to you want to look like you have the car while you're popping the bottles, while you're wearing the jewelry.
Yeah.
And we got to talk about the jewelry.
Listen.
This nigga's out, bro. Oh my God, bro.
I think we gotta do that on.
No, I don't care how tired you are. No. We talking about this shit.
No, I ain't gotta do it.
It is so much fake jewelry outside, and I'm not mad at it. Cause let me say something. Mm-hmm. I'm mad at it, but I'm not mad at it. If you are putting on whatever you're putting on, and you're trying to like use it as like a little accessory to like boost your appearance a little bit because you're trying to go somewhere. Yeah. I'm not gonna sit there and tell you to not do that. I'm not because you're trying.
Listen, I get it
because there's truth in fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
If you're really trying to make it. Niggas is not trying to make it.
Yeah, but no, they made it.
Niggas is putting on fake watches and they in the cameras, fake chains, and so now you trying to hold on. Now you trying to fool the nigga that don't got it and make him feel bad or make him feel less than
laziness and
when you didn't put in no fucking work. That makes no sense.
Another thing of instant gratification. I've seen big iced out like.
Bro, it's nigga, bro. Let me tell you something. It's so much fake jewelry outside.
But it's not fake. It's cosmetic jewelry. They sell on Shop Gold. I've seen it.
There's so much fake jewelry outside that it makes niggas with real jewelry put their shit inside.
Yo, you have to tuck your shit in though.
It makes you want to tuck your shit in.
You got to. Some of it look good.
It's niggas walking around, bro. Niggas walking around with 50-pointer diamonds. Like, bro.
Listen, man, I pray for them.
Yo, bro, we out of here. I can't, like,
I tell you,
this
that's
nigga tired. You know why he's tired? I'll tell you why he's tired. Because he landed here today in Miami at 8 a.m.
And I went to sleep at 3.
That's not my problem. I don't care about that.
Okay.
And the nigga was running around doing God knows what. Laquan, what was this nigga doing? See? All right. Running around doing God knows what. Shows up at 6 o'clock talking about, yo, when we potting.
Yo, this is crazy, son.
This is a fact.
Nah.
Look at the camera. Now I'm really, your eyes. Look how tired you are.
I'm really starting to question your hair and all of that shit for real. Like I was cracking jokes, but for real, but you can have a straight face and be like, I just showed up at 6 o'clock and said that when you said, yo, we're gonna pot at 7, and at 6 o'clock we were buying jerk chicken all the way up there. It took us 40 minutes to get here from buying jerk chicken after we finished eating. What are you talking about? We was drinking fruit juice. What are you talking about? This nigga, you're a liar, son. Fucking liar.
Yo, I'm done. This nigga's retarded. Yo, we out, though.
That's not why I'm tired. I'm tired because I ain't sleep.
Yo, but comment, disagree, tell niggas how you feel. Like,
and give us some comments so we could dissect.
I really don't care how you feel. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, you can say whatever the fuck you want.
Nah, I mean, I don't.
All right, well, he's nice guy.
That ain't got nothing to do with being nice. Like, I think you need to cut that down.
Lower your tone.
I'm saying no. I'm going to speak how I'm speaking.
Why are you yelling at me?
I'm not yelling. I'm sorry.
Don't touch.
I'm sorry,
me.
since I'm the
Don't
nice
touch
guy.
my elbow.
What I'm saying is, I don't care how you feel, but I'd like to hear your feedback so I can use it to improve or for a topic. When you say that you don't care, why is the person going to comment? You can't tell the person to comment and then say you don't care.
Because they don't care. They're just commenting because Wi-Fi is free, nigga.
Yeah, but why do you ask them to comment if you don't care? That's
for
all
the
I'm
analytics.
saying.
I don't give a fuck about how they feel. I just want the analytics. I don't care.
I want to know. Yes, if they
comment
shit,
for him. I don't care, but comment anyway.
I want to
or
know.
maybe I'm just saying that because that's what we're supposed to say. I don't know. Like I'm just here.
Like and subscribe. What is it?
Like, subscribe. Click the button down here.
No, there's another one. I like
click the button right there.
They be like, smash the like button.
No, I'm not smashing anything. The fuck are you talking about?
Listen, man, they try to find new cool ways to say just subscribe, hit the bell on the side or whatever the case may be.
Subscribe here.
But you know, this is unwritten, and we're still trying to get everything structured.
Well, he is. I'm not. I just like doing this shit the way I do it. I don't give a fuck.
It still needs structure. You can't do everything that you do in structure, and then the thing that needs structure that you don't want to do it. You forgot where you do everything at a time. All of a sudden, now you don't want to be structured. Yo, who are you, son? Nah, don't call Laquan. Yo, you have a structure for how you brush your hair. Do you see this line? How clean it is over here? Who did that?
What's wrong with him?
Nah, because I'm tired of you. Nah, I'm just tired of him.
Oh, yeah, you got to get Laquan.
Yeah, please, get him. Get him. And I've been using his brush from Czech Republic.
Brush is trash.
Listen.
You need a Torino Pro.
See, you told me not to say nothing. You said it this time.
Yeah, but niggas don't got time to brush 2 hours a day. So, you know what I'm saying? They not going to. I can tell you the brush, but like Ye said, it's going to take a lot more than do-rags to get you waves.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.